Always takes a couple of seconds to appear. I think it's probably a cache problem. Yep, that's it. All right. The link is shared in Telegram. We can start now. The first member that I see on the list is Paul. Paul, do you want to start?
Yeah, sure. So I've been fixing the tests that were not passing. So process, execution, payload. Mostly, there were like 35 tests passing and one failing. And now with Thomas, we found the last solution. So now all the tests are passing. So it should be a correct implementation. Now I'll PR it next after the call. So let's see if it passes the CI, which I believe it should. And and yeah, and then I'll continue implementing other um, functions related to uh, the block processing.
Awesome. I'm glad to see that you're unlocking one of the issues. Looking forward to the PR. God's power, do you know next?
Yeah, can you hear me good?
Yep, perfectly fine.
Cool. Also, yesterday I worked on process withdrawal. Yeah, I worked on process withdrawal. I made a PR earlier today. So I also worked on that today because it's 2 o'clock here. So I worked on that today, and I've also spent some time working on um, the issue that was assigned by Martin around um, pair discovery by getting pairs by block range. Yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, so that's what I'm working on for the rest of the day. And yeah.
Awesome. Fernando, do you want to go next?
Yes, I keep working with serialization. I have been doing some couple of proof of concept functions to understand a little more how the process has to be done. Now I am really trying to implement the recursive function defined in the specs. So I am trying to separate between the fixed elements and the variable size elements. So far, it is not easy, but I think I am doing some advances in that.
Cool. I'm glad that you're going forward with that. Yeah, I'll start a couple of issues so that they help you, but I see that you're handling things pretty well. I also saw that Tomas Gruner's added a couple of comments in the issue, so that's great. I think that taking the lists is a very good suggestion. Although I would recommend going with a first PR for basic types if we don't have that already. Like my understanding of what would be great is to have, like, for instance, integers, booleans, and all of the basic types implemented first, so that then we can build the composite types on top of those, like lists or containers, etc.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Fernando. Martin, do you know next?
Yes. By the way, Godspire just answered your question in the ticket regarding the incoming requests. So I've been working. I finished the PR that I was doing regarding asking many blocks at once for other peers. So the difference between what I'm working on and what God's Power is going to work on is that in my case it was us asking other peers for blocks. The one God's Power is going to work is other peers asking us for blocks. So yeah, I have that PR ready. I did some corrections that Mega pointed out. I think it should be fairly ready. What I'm gonna work now is creating the spec tests for the fork choice, so we can unblock that part and create a couple of tickets regarding attestation processing, block processing, that kind of stuff. That should be fairly fun. So yeah, that's it for me.
That's awesome. And also, like, take into account that there's already an ongoing PR by SM, which is someone that's not on the bootcamp, but just started contributing with a big PR. And that PR is mostly for the utilitary functions and not the relationship between the attestations and the store. But there's a lot of code there that you probably will be able to use or reuse in whatever you do. Okay, thank you very much. Mete, do you want to go next?
Yes, I hope there is not too much background noise. Currently, I'm about to be done with the attester selection. I got 2 functions left, and I would like to test it for tomorrow. Probably I'll be done by in the midweek, and I can move on with another issue.
Okay, that's awesome. We'll think about something else so that you can take after that. Thomas, do you want to go next?
Sure. Yesterday I added gossip validation, or at least the part that allows us to validate gossip messages. After that, I fixed some small issues we had, like, I don't know, makefile. When you changed branch and protofiles were modified,
I think that we lost him. He's having had some connectivity issues. So, yeah, if we hear from him again in the next like 30 seconds, he can have his turn back. But if not, I'll probably tell Thomas to send his updates.
Make didn't recompile those files. ¿Cuál es ese?
Okay, you're back. We can hear you. We could hear you. Okay, let's go. Yeah, so I will request Thomas to send his updates in a written form, unless he gets the connectivity fixed. As for me, I think that I'm the last one. I've been working on the spec test runner performance improvements, especially in dividing it in so that the code is generated per runner and not per config. That's going well. I ran into more issues that I was expecting yesterday with the macro, so I didn't finish it. I was expecting to finish that yesterday. I will make an effort to finish it today. The code is actually done. I just need to debug it and make sure that it works. So yeah, that's my update. I think that we have Thomas again. Were you able to fix the connectivity issue?
Yes. Yeah. Well, I worked on some small PRs, and after that, we'll review some PRs. For today, I'm gonna work a bit on performance tools. I forgot we already added some of them to the repo. I'm gonna just add some more documentation on how to use them. And after that, I'm free to take whatever issue we have lying around.
Awesome.
Okay.
I think that a good couple of things that are free now are probably related to either observability, rebuilding some of the Bitcoin API that we've left a little bit behind after the first milestone. Like we will probably have a review of the roadmap because we deferred a little bit from it, and then we can see what's the best to take next. But observability is a good one, like making sure that at least we have how's this called, telemetry set up, so that we can set up Grafana or whatever and have some performance measurements, or be able to display what's the current state, like for the current fork tree and that kind of stuff. But at least we need to get telemetry set up so that we can unblock all of that. And that will also allow us to be able to show a lot more of how our application works to the outside world.
That would be good. I already have some ideas about where to add some counters and things like that.
Awesome. I love when issues come with already with ideas. So thank you very much. I already gave my update while you were reconnecting to a different network. So I think that we're done for today. Do we have any final comments or questions by anyone? Okay, I'll take that collective silence as a no. Thank you all for joining today and see you all tomorrow.